In the quiet moments of our lives, we often reflect on the journey that brought us to the present. For me, the path has been filled with love, loss, and an unexpected battle for justice. This is how a tranquil home, once filled with laughter and dreams, became the epicenter of a fierce struggle for dignity and legacy. It is a tale of resilience, standing firm against adversity, and ultimately, finding hope and renewal amidst the shadows of betrayal. Join me as I recount the journey that tested my strength and revealed the true essence of love and family. I'm Emma, a 30-year-old freelance graphic designer. Since my husband, Lucas, 35, became terminally ill, our home, once filled with laughter and dreams, has turned into both a sanctuary and a prison. As Lucas's strength faded, he taught me profound lessons, even as his sister Lydia's visits seemed more strategic than supportive, her hurried whispers revealing her true intentions. When Lucas passed away, his will disclosed a $50 million insurance policy left to me, unveiling Lydia's true colors. The battle for Lucas's legacy began after his death. Our once lively home fell silent, as if the walls mourned him too. With no time for private grief, I faced the funeral and the stark reality of his absence. At the service, amidst genuine sorrow, I sensed tension from Lucas's family. His parents, Margaret and Henry, looked at me with suspicion or perhaps fear, dreading the changes his death would bring. Lucas had been the bond that held us together. Without him, the distance between me and his family grew, creating an invisible barrier that polite conversation couldn't bridge. Then came the will reading, a moment meant for closure that only opened new wounds. When I was named the beneficiary, an unsettling chill quickly replaced a wave of relief. The atmosphere turned frosty, Lydia, Margaret, and Henry's faces hardening as legal terms filled the heavy silence. Lydia confronted me, doubting the will's validity. Exhausted and heartbroken, I could only nod, too weary to defend Lucas's wishes. Her words planted seeds of doubt, subtly yet decisively attacking my claim to the inheritance. This was more than a monetary dispute. It was a fight for respect and recognition in a family that had never fully accepted me. I had hoped Lucas's clear instructions would protect my future, but instead, they ignited a complex family dispute. Initially, Lydia, Margaret, and Henry showed shock and confusion, but soon, their true feelings emerged through hushed phone calls, closed-door meetings, and sharp glances. I became an outsider in my home, feeling the walls pushing me out. One cold morning, after Lucas's lawyer confirmed the will's legitimacy, Lydia confronted me in the kitchen. Her usual poise gave way to stern hostility. "Emma, we need to discuss the will," she began coldly. "There are concerns about its validity. We think Lucas wasn't in his right mind." Anger welled up inside me. "Lucas knew what he was doing," I replied firmly. "He wanted me taken care of." Lydia's lips pressed into a thin line. "We believe family should come first. It's a lot of money, Emma. It should stay in the family." "Am I not family?" I challenged, my heart racing. Her silence spoke volumes. The conversation ended with an agreement to revisit the will's legal aspects, but I knew the struggle had just begun. They would fight to keep the inheritance using every available tool. Feeling isolated and betrayed, I sought legal help from an outside lawyer and explained my situation. "We'll need to prepare for a challenge," he said, nodding. "They will come at this from every angle, but the law is on your side, and we will uphold Lucas's wishes." Leaving the office, I felt a mix of dread and determination. This was more than a legal battle. It was a fight for my rights, recognition as Lucas's partner, and our planned life together. The tension at home built like pressure in a sealed vessel. As days turned into weeks, the atmosphere grew almost unbearable. Margaret and Henry's calculating stares made the house feel like a fortress, pushing me out. One brisk morning, the situation intensified. Lydia summoned me to the living room, where she stood with Margaret and Henry in a united front. "Emma, we've consulted our legal team," Lydia stated flatly. "And there's consensus. The will doesn't reflect Lucas's true intentions. We believe he was unduly influenced. I stared at them incredulously. Unduly influenced by whom? I challenged Lydia as Lucas questioned Lucas's clarity of intent. Our lawyers suggest reevaluating the estate, Henry added firmly. We're considering contesting the will for the best. For whom? I countered, my voice rising as emotions surfaced. Lucas intended for me to be secure. Anticipating their actions, Margaret approached, her tone softening. Emma, we're trying to do what's right for everyone. It's a significant sum that should benefit the entire family. I stepped back, removing her hand. I am his family too. Or doesn't that count? The dialogue was futile. They were driven by greed, aiming to keep the wealth within their circle. The discussion ended with a hollow promise of an amicable resolution, sending a chill through me. Later, as I packed my belongings, I felt ousted from the life I built with Lucas. Leaving the estate, the cold air mirrored the sting of betrayal. I was alone, but resolved to fight for my dignity and Lucas's wishes. I settled into a stark, small apartment and contacted my lawyer to begin the legal battle. This was about defending my future, regardless of the cost. The confined space of my new apartment reinforced my resolve. As morning light filled in, it illuminated the path ahead. I spent the morning making calls to bolster my case. My lawyer instructed, outlining our strategy. We'll need every piece of evidence confirming you as the rightful beneficiary. Sifting through emails and personal letters from Lucas, each word reinforced his intentions and my security. Amidst this, a knock on my door startled me. An old friend of Lucas's, whom I knew but seldom saw, stood there concerned. Emma, I heard about what's happening, he said, his worried voice tinged. Over coffee, this old friend revealed Lucas's family's potentially unethical past business dealings. Armed with this information, I contacted my lawyer. We might have more to discuss in court than just the will, I explained, detailing the new insights. Meanwhile, Lydia and her parents publicly vilified me, painting me as an outsider exploiting Lucas's wealth. Their accusations stung, but strengthened my resolve. This battle transcended money. It was about proving them wrong and preserving Lucas's legacy. As weeks passed, I drew strength from knowing the truth was on my side. Each morning, my reflection showed a determined widow ready to face the challenges ahead. I would stand firm in court, supported by facts and righteous indignation, to reclaim what Lucas intended for me. This fight was for respect, honor, and love. As Lydia and her parents intensified their smear campaign, portraying me as a schemer on social media and in the community, I focused on building a solid defense with my lawyer. Our strategy involved legally asserting my inheritance rights and exposing Lydia's family's dubious past, Lydia's. One evening, sorting through Lucas's ings, I found an old photo of us laughing together at the coast. This image, contrasting sharply with my current solitude, symbolized what I was fighting for. As the court date approached, the pressure of the upcoming legal proceedings mounted, but my determination remained firm. Each document and evidence I provided was a step closer to justice. I underscored my rightful place in Lucas's and his intentions. Lydia's escalated with flyers and online posts attacking my character. I was ready to face the challenges ahead, determined to restore my dignity and honor. Lucas. In quiet moments before sleep, I found strength in memories of Lucas. The courtroom excitedly buzzed as the judge took his seat, exuding authority. My heart matched the ticking clock on the wall as the moment of truth arrived. After weeks of intense preparation, my lawyer confidently presented our case, detailing Lucas's decisions and exposing Lydia and her parents' deceitful actions. Despite their team's objections and attempts to distort the truth, my lawyer skillfully countered each point precisely. Witnesses shared testimonies that pierced through Lydia's fabrications. Their expressions revealed anger and fear as their facades started to crumble. Emotions escalated, and tensions rose throughout the trial. But I remained resolute. This battle was not merely legal, but a quest for justice and to secure the future Lucas envisioned. Finally, the judge delivered his verdict, declaring victory for me. Relief and joy overwhelmed me. It was a triumph for truth, justice, and love. The weight of the battle lifted as I stepped into a new day, fortified by the situation. The judges resonated through the courtroom, marking a profound moment of justice and vindication for Lucas and our love. The battle was arduous, but worth every moment. With the uncertainty lifted, I could finally breathe freely. Outside, the world sparkled with new clarity, the sun shone brighter, and the air was sweeter. Well-wishers surrounded me with congratulations and embraces, a testament to community strength and solidarity. In contrast, Lydia and her parents stand aside, their expressions revealing defeat and bitterness. They had underestimated my resolve. Their loss transcends the legal realm, ironing with their greed and deceit. Following the trial, the community buzzes with talk of the verdict, sparking debates about justice, integrity, and the true meaning of family. It's a time of validation, affirming my worth, strength, and love for Lucas. Despite the celebratory air, a solemn recognition of the ordeal zingers. The consequences are severe for Lydia and her parents. Their reputations are tarnished, their relationships strained, and they grapple with the fallout of their actions. With the trial behind me and justice served, I stand ready to begin a new chapter. The weight of legal battles is replaced by freedom and possibility. Stepping into this new phase, I feel excitement and trepidation, eager to shape my future. My first task is settling Lucas's. Deciding to sell the grand mansion with many memories marks a bittersweet but necessary step to move forward. From the sale proceeds, I plan to donate to cancer research, honoring Lucas's fight, and ensuring his memory continues to inspire and make a difference. This cause is dear to my heart, and I know it would have meant much to Lucas. By giving back, I aim to transform our tragedy into a legacy of hope and healing for others facing similar battles. With the rest of the inheritance, I build a new life. I move to a new city ripe with opportunities, seeking a fresh start away from the shadows of grief and betrayal. Settling into this new environment, I feel a resurgence of freedom and renewal. The past is behind me, and the future holds promise. I dive into my work, finding joy and fulfillment in graphic design. Though busy with rebuilding, I keep Lucas as my guiding light, inspiring strength as I face new challenges. His influence persists in every decision and step I take. Reflecting on my journey, I am grateful for the love that sustained me, the support of friends, and the strength that helped me through tough times. Looking forward, I am hopeful and excited about the adventures to come. Ultimately, it's not challenges but how we overcome them and the love that guides us that defines us. As I reflect on this journey, I am struck by the resilience of the human spirit and the unwavering power of love. Losing Lucas, the man I cherished deeply, and subsequently battling for the inheritance he intended for me, has profoundly shaped my understanding of family, loyalty, and justice. The ordeal unveiled the true colors of those around me, highlighting the stark contrast between genuine support and concealed greed. It was a harsh reminder that not everyone stands with us, even in our darkest times. Yet, through this struggle, I discovered a reservoir of inner strength I never knew I had. This journey has reinforced my belief in the importance of standing up for what is right, even when faced with overwhelming opposition. It underscored the necessity of legal systems in upholding justice and their profound impact on personal lives. The battle concerned securing financial stability, honoring Lucas's, and ensuring his wishes were respected. Ultimately, the trial was a testament to the power of truth and perseverance. It reminded me that while challenges can be daunting, they also offer an opportunity for growth and transformation. Through this experience, I have learned that our true family extends beyond blood relations. It includes those who support and uplift us in our most challenging times. The lessons learned from this chapter will continue to guide me as I move forward. I am committed to turning our tragedy into a legacy of hope, channeling my experiences into positive actions that honor Lucas's. This journey has shown me that while we cannot control all aspects of life, we can choose how we respond, and it is this response that ultimately defines us.